The secret of becoming mentally strong: there's a difference between wanting to be strong and deciding to be strong. Mental strength isn't built in comfort. It's forged in pressure, failure, and doubt. Everyone wants to win, but very few are willing to train their mind for the battles that never stop. Mental strength is a choice, not a gift. It's the discipline to show up when everything in you says quit. It's the courage to stay calm when chaos is screaming in your face. It's the ability to take the pain, the hate, the failure, and turn it into fuel. The secret is simple. Stop negotiating with your emotions. Stop asking your mind for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Mental strength is born when you learn to act without feelings controlling you. When others complain, you stay focused. When others doubt, you double down. When the world tells you enough, you find your next level. Pressure, that's the test. Rejection, that's the teacher. Pain, that's the sculptor. Every loss, every betrayal, every sleepless night. It's preparing you for a version of yourself you haven't met yet. Mental strength is built when you stop running from those moments and start mastering them. Discipline over emotion. Discipline is the gatekeeper to greatness. Your feelings will always look for an exit. Discipline keeps you in the game. Every time you rely on emotion, you gamble with your progress because emotions shift like the wind. One moment you feel unstoppable, the next you feel empty. Discipline doesn't care how you feel, it only cares that you show up. When you wake up tired, discipline tells you to get moving anyway. When you face doubt, discipline says, stay the course. Mental strength starts with doing what is required, not what is convenient. Emotion is a guest, discipline is a permanent resident. People wait for motivation to strike, and that's why they never move forward. They wait for the right energy, the right time, the right words. Discipline doesn't wait. Discipline acts first, and the feeling follows later. There will be days you feel like quitting, and those are the exact days that build the muscle of your mind. Not the easy days, not the smooth roads. The tough mornings, the silent nights, the lonely stretches. That's where discipline forges your backbone. Discipline teaches you to respect the process, not worship the result. The result is a snapshot. The process is a lifestyle. Mental strength is not about intensity for a week. It's about staying locked in for years. Feelings will tell you to rest when you should be working. They will whisper excuses in your ear when you need clarity. Discipline ignores the noise and chooses the necessary action. Stop negotiating with your mind. Stop asking, do I feel like it? And start telling yourself, this is what needs to be done. Mental warriors don't rely on moods, they rely on systems. When others fold because it's raining, discipline keeps running. When others quit because it hurts, discipline keeps lifting. When others need applause, discipline keeps grinding in silence. Discipline isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't seek a stage. It's quiet, invisible, steady, and undefeated over time. Every great achievement is built on 1,000 boring days. Discipline is the bridge between average and legendary. Your emotions may betray you, but your habits will save you. Train yourself to act without hesitation. Train yourself to rise without asking why. Train yourself to keep moving even when your heart wants comfort. Discipline is the first wall you must build to protect your mind. It keeps distractions out, it keeps weakness out, it keeps doubt from overrunning your progress. The moment you decide that discipline is your compass, you stop being tossed around by every storm. You start walking your own path. Discipline over emotion isn't just a mindset, it's a weapon. And once you wield it, nothing can stop your growth because you're no longer driven by temporary feelings, but by a permanent standard. Embrace pressure. Don't avoid it. Pressure isn't your enemy. It's your training ground. Most people run from pressure because it exposes them. It strips away their comfort, their excuses, their image. But pressure is the test that separates those who want it from those who deserve it. When the lights are bright, pressure is the force that demands your best. It doesn't care about your excuses or your pain. It asks one question: can you deliver now? Pressure makes your mind sharp because it forces you to focus. Comfort makes your mind soft because it lets you drift. Mental strength thrives in the furnace of pressure. You can't grow in an environment that never challenges you. Pressure stretches your limits. It shakes your insecurities loose. It exposes what you've been hiding. When you feel pressure, that's your cue to lean in, not back away. That tightness in your chest, that doubt creeping in, it's the signal that you're in the right place. Pressure builds champions. It refines your instinct. It removes unnecessary movements and sharpens your purpose. Stop asking for an easier situation. Ask for stronger shoulders. Pressure isn't punishment, it's preparation. When you embrace pressure, you stop being shocked by it. You start expecting it, respecting it, using it. Pressure is what transforms practice into performance. It's what makes the small details matter because you know every second counts. Those who run from pressure live safe lives, but never strong ones. They remain in the shadows, waiting for a moment that will never come. Every great comeback, every defining moment, every breakthrough happens under pressure. Without it, there is no rise. Pressure is the weight you lift so your mind can grow stronger. The more you lift, the less it feels like a threat, and the more it feels like home. You want to be mentally strong. Stop running from the heat. Step into it. Let it forge you. The ones who master pressure don't fear the moment. They become the moment. Turn setbacks into training grounds. Setbacks are not the end of your story. They are the pages where your true strength is written. Every time life pushes you down, it hands you an opportunity. Stay down or learn how to rise. Most people see setbacks as punishment. The strong see them as education. Failure is the best coach you'll ever meet. It tells you what you missed, where you were weak, what you need to sharpen. Setbacks are the gym for your mental muscles. They are resistance, and resistance is how you build power. You can't become mentally strong without being knocked down. You can't develop resilience in a world that always bends for you. Pain is part of the process. Mistakes are part of the curriculum. When a setback comes, don't waste energy asking, "Why me?" Ask, "What now?" That single shift in mindset turns a breakdown into a breakthrough. Setbacks force you to adjust. They force you to strip away what isn't working. They expose the shortcuts you were hoping would work and show you the path you really need to take. Stop hiding from your failures. Study them, tear them apart. Find the lesson that average people ignore because they were too busy feeling sorry for themselves. Mental strength grows every time you take a loss and turn it into leverage. Not by avoiding the pain, but by facing it head on and asking it to teach you. Setbacks teach patience. They teach you to endure seasons of silence when no one is clapping. They teach you to find power in obscurity and growth in the grind. Every scar is a reminder. You survived something that was meant to stop you. And if you're still breathing, you can still rebuild. The mentally weak avoid risk because they fear setbacks. The mentally strong embrace risk because they know setbacks are part of success. A setback is not failure, it's feedback. It's life saying, here's where you got sloppy. Fix it, come back stronger. You have to decide, are you going to let your setbacks become a cage or a classroom? Will they shrink your belief or expand your capacity? Mental strength is the art of turning wounds into wisdom. It's the skill of looking at a closed door and saying, "I'll build another one." Every great rise has a trail of setbacks behind it. Don't erase them, honor them. They made you sharper, tougher, hungrier. Master the art of focus. Distraction is the silent killer of mental strength. The world is filled with noise, and most people live their entire lives reacting to it. Focus is your weapon against chaos. It's the ability to lock in on what matters and refuse to be moved. You can't build strength in a scattered mind. If you're chasing everything, you master nothing. Focus demands sacrifice. It means cutting off the trivial so you can commit to the essential. Every time you check your phone, chase approval, or entertain gossip, you leak power. Focus is about building walls around your purpose and defending your energy like it's treasure. Mental strength thrives in clarity. It starts with knowing your mission so clearly that distractions feel like noise, not options. Focus is saying no when the world expects you to say yes. It's protecting your time like your life depends on it, because it does. The more you focus, the more you see how much of the world is designed to pull you away from your calling. You start seeing through the tricks, the temptations, the empty rewards. Focus turns your minutes into weapons. It makes your hours sharper. It turns your days into a disciplined march toward dominance. Most people don't lack talent. They lack focus. They start strong, then get bored. They drift from one thing to another, never building momentum. You build focus by training it daily. Meditation, solitude, reflection. These aren't luxuries, they're necessities for a strong mind. The world will call you obsessive when you focus. Good. Obsession builds empires. Distraction builds excuses. Focus also requires patience. You won't see results every day, but every day of deep focus adds bricks to your foundation. Every time you eliminate a distraction, you gain back control over your future. Focus is what keeps your mind aligned when the world tries to scatter it. It is the glue between your discipline and your destiny. If you want to be mentally strong, train your focus like a muscle, because where your attention goes, your strength grows. Consistency beats intensity. Anyone can be intense for a day. The real question is, can you be consistent for a decade? Mental strength isn't about bursts of greatness. It's about habits of greatness. Intensity gets you noticed. Consistency gets you results. The world is full of people who start strong but disappear when the work gets boring. Consistency is showing up when no one is watching. It's doing the reps when the excitement is gone. It's staying faithful to your standard, not your feelings. The mind loves novelty. It loves the rush of starting something new. But mental strength comes from finishing what you start, even when the fire fades. Every day you show up, you send a message to yourself. I am dependable. That's how self-respect is built. Not through hype, but through proof. Consistency creates compounding. What feels small today becomes unstoppable tomorrow. Miss a day, and you feel nothing. Miss a year, and you feel everything. Don't chase motivation, chase momentum. Consistency creates momentum that even your doubts can't slow down. When you're consistent, you stop needing permission. You don't have to wait for a good mood or the perfect weather. You just execute. Consistency is also the best defense against fear. Fear grows in empty spaces. Consistency fills those spaces with action. You can win with average talent and relentless consistency, but you can't win with world-class talent and lazy effort. Every great comeback, every record broken, every empire built. Look closely and you'll see a trail of consistent, unseen effort. Consistency is discipline in motion. It's the repetition of doing what needs to be done, even when it's not exciting. Your mind gets stronger every time you honor your word to yourself, and the easiest way to break your own trust is inconsistency. Choose consistency over drama, over mood swings, over doubt. It may not feel glamorous, but it builds an armor that never fades. Detach from opinions. Attached to standards. Mental strength is destroyed when you start living for other people's opinions. The crowd cheers one day and boos the next. If your self-worth depends on their voices, you'll be trapped in their moods. Detach yourself from opinions, good or bad. Praise can be as dangerous as criticism, because both can make you forget who you are and what you're here to do. Standards are your anchor. They don't shift because of applause, and they don't bend because of hate. Standards are the rules you live by, even when no one's watching. Every time you choose your standards over their opinions, you build another layer of mental armor. Opinions are free. They cost nothing to give, yet they can cost you everything if you let them dictate your moves. When you chase approval, you abandon growth. When you live by standards, you attract respect, even from those who disagree with you. Detach from the need to explain yourself. The world doesn't need your justification. It needs your example. Standards protect your focus, your time, your energy. Without them, you become a puppet pulled by every voice in the room. The mentally weak get drunk on validation. The mentally strong get addicted to discipline. Standards are harder to keep than opinions are to follow, but only one will build you into something unshakable. Detach from the noise. Attach to the principles that align with your purpose. Every day you'll be tempted to lower your bar because it's easier to fit in than stand firm. Resist that. The crowd is loud, but it is rarely right. Standards are silent, but they will never betray you. Opinions fade. Standards create legacy. Control your inner voice. Your mind is a battlefield, and the loudest voice isn't always the truth. Mental strength begins with mastering that voice, the one that doubts you, tempts you, ridicules you. The strongest enemy you'll face isn't out there. It's in here. It's the whisper that says, "You're not ready. You're not enough. Stop now." You must train your inner voice to serve you, not sabotage you. Talk to yourself with authority. Give commands, not questions. When fear rises, speak courage. When doubt creeps in, speak truth. When weakness whispers, answer with action. The inner voice becomes your ally only when you discipline it daily. Meditation, visualization, self-reflection. They're not cliches, they're weapons. A strong inner voice keeps you steady when the world turns stormy. It's the quiet reminder that you've been here before and you can go further. Stop feeding your inner voice with negativity. Every complaint, every excuse, every comparison. It's poison for your mental strength. Instead, feed it with facts, your work, your progress, your resilience. Speak what you want to become until your mind believes it. A noisy world will try to rewrite your script, but a disciplined inner voice rewrites your destiny. When you control your inner voice, you no longer need external validation to move forward. Most people lose their battles before they even begin, because their mind surrendered before their body moved. Your voice sets your standard. It shapes your self-image. It dictates your response under pressure. Control it, and you control the battle. Neglect it, and you hand over your strength. Your inner voice should be your strongest teammate, not your biggest opponent. Train it to push you when you want to quit, and to remind you who you are when the world forgets. Sacrifice for the future you deserve. You can't be mentally strong and addicted to comfort at the same time. Comfort now costs you strength later. Sacrifice is the price for becoming unshakable. It means letting go of temporary pleasures to build permanent progress. Every hour you waste on distractions is an hour you could have invested in your future self. The mentally weak choose what feels good now. The mentally strong choose what builds them later. Sacrifice isn't glamorous. It's lonely, it's quiet, it's often misunderstood. But it's the foundation of every legacy ever built. When you sacrifice, you prove to yourself that your vision matters more than your urges. Sacrifice teaches patience. It teaches you to delay the trophy until the work is done. Most people never rise because they never give up what is holding them down. Sacrifice is cutting off what drains you even when it's comfortable. It's saying no to late nights when the world is out celebrating. It's saying yes to early mornings when your body wants to rest. Sacrifice shapes your identity. It makes you into someone who can be trusted with success. The future you want is already waiting, but it demands a down payment called sacrifice. Every great mind paid in advance, with sweat, with discipline, with focus, with discomfort. If you refuse to sacrifice, you refuse to grow. If you embrace it, you become unstoppable. Mental strength is not given, it is built. It is not a gift, it is a choice. You don't become mentally strong by wishing for it. You become mentally strong by demanding it from yourself every single day. It's the discipline you apply when your emotions are screaming for comfort. It's the focus you protect when the world is pulling you in every direction. It's the sacrifice you make when nobody is watching, and the pressure you embrace when everybody is waiting for you to fail. You want to know the real secret. There is no shortcut. There is no magic formula. The secret is showing up. The secret is staying in the fight when your mind is tired. The secret is taking every setback, every rejection, every silent season and turning it into fuel. The secret is choosing growth over comfort, purpose over applause, and standards over opinions. Mental strength is not about being fearless. It's about standing tall while fear tries to break you. It's not about being perfect. It's about being relentless. It's not about what you feel in the moment. It's about what you decide to do despite the moment. Every time you wake up and choose discipline over excuses, you get stronger. Every time you face pressure instead of avoiding it, you get sharper. Every time you silence the doubt and speak power into your own mind, you rise. The world doesn't reward those who almost tried. It rewards those who refuse to quit. Mental strength is the foundation of every champion, every builder, every leader, every dreamer who made it real. So stop asking how long it will take. Start asking how far you're willing to go. Stop begging for easy days. Start building an unshakable mind that can handle any day. You are either building your mental strength or surrendering it. There is no middle ground. Every choice adds up. Every action counts. The secret of becoming mentally strong is no longer a mystery. It's the life you build when you stop waiting for permission and start demanding greatness from yourself. The pressure is here. The doubt is loud. The world is watching. Now it's your move.